Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Coach Cast TV. I am Coach.
And I'm Mrs. Coach.
And I'm going to let you guys in on a secret that we have never told anyone before. And as hard as this is to believe, we are not Korean.
You think?
I know it's a stretch, but we're not Korean. We don't speak Korean. We can't read Korean. We've never been to Korea. And in fact, we've never even been to a Korean restaurant. Mm-mm. And as far as I know, we've never had Korean food. But what we have done is watched a documentary on Netflix called BLACKPINK, Light Up the Sky. And that was in the recent past. Yes. And we thought, you know what? Maybe this is some material for our new reaction channel. Because this documentary showed how 4 young women worked their way through years of training to get to become a Korean pop group, also known as K-pop. And while we know little to nothing about this genre of music, I know good work ethic when I see it. And those girls worked hard.
According to the documentary, they sure did.
They worked for years. According to one part I remember, they said that they worked about 14 hours a day, 13 out of every 14 days. They got 1 day off every 2 weeks. And they did this for, I think it was between 4 to 6 years for each one of them. And they spent time away from their families and just worked. And anybody that's going to put that much time and effort into their craft, I'm willing to give them a listen. And also, the documentary didn't give any of their songs in full, but it played snippets of their songs. And some of them sounded pretty good. And so we may not understand anything at all that's going to happen here, but we're going to watch BLACKPINK whistle next.
Ooh, okay.
Before we begin, I did also just want to point out that this is their debut song. So it's the first one that they released, I believe, if I remember correctly. And they almost didn't publish this one because they said that a lot of people criticized the song, and it ended up going to number 1. So it just goes to show that you don't always listen to your critics. But when I looked online, just real quickly at their discography, this and one other song was the only songs they had on their first album.
That's unusual.
And yeah, because we're used to seeing, like the rock groups or pop groups, whatever, that release, usually around 10 songs or so on an album. So this is a little unusual to see just 2 songs on an album. And so what I thought we would do is we'll record this one.
Okay.
And then right after this, we'll do another whole new video and record the second one so that we can just get an experience of what it was like to listen to their first 2 songs.
I got a question for you. Okay, question is, when we watched this documentary, when you heard K-pop, what did you really think?
Well, I didn't know what it was. And they didn't play enough of the video or enough of the music in the documentary for us to get a real feel for it. But some of it was pretty upbeat sounding music. It sounded pretty good.
Well, I'll be honest with you. When you told me when we sit down to watch this, I was thinking K-pop. I was thinking either a sucker you suck on or a soda pop you drink. That's what I was thinking. Crazy, but it wasn't that.
Anyway, let's see what all the fuss is about. This video, by the way, let me back up here for a second. This video had that's 91.3 million, 862 million views on this video.
Wow, they must be really popular.
Yeah, so that's a lot of views.
That is a lot of views.
So we may get 8 or 9 ourselves. You never know.
See.
Not million, just 8 or 9 total views if we both watch it like 4 or 5 times each.
Okay.
Ready?
All right.
Hey boy, make him whistle like a missile, bomb, bomb. Every time I show up, blow up, make him whistle like a missile, bomb, bomb. Every time I show up, blow up, 너무 아름다워 널 잊을 수가 없어 그 눈빛이 아직 나를 이렇게 설레게 해 boom boom.
We might need some subtitles here.
Yeah.
I don't know, though.
It has some of them.
I don't understand it.
Okay. It's in
But
Korean.
it sounds good so far.
Like
that
the
girl,
whistle.
by the way.
I like the whistle.
sound.
The whistle sound is unique.
The girl sitting on top of the world there, she was the one in the video that her voice, it was the documentary that we watched. Her voice is incredible.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know if I'll even be able to read these because the screen's flashing and just so much going on here.
Make him whistle like a missile, bomb, bomb. Every time I show up, blow up, make him whistle like a missile, bomb, bomb. Every time I show up, blow up, 너무 아름다워 널 잊을 수가 없어 그 눈빛이 아직 나를 이렇게 설레게 해 boom boom 24, 365 오직 너와 같이 하고파 낮에도 이 밤에도 이렇게 너를 원해 yeah. 모든 남자들이 날 매일 check out 대부분이 날 가질 수 있다 착각 절대 많은 건 원치 않아 맘을 원해 난넌 심장을 도려내 보여봐 아주 씩씩하게 대로 씩씩하게 so hot 내가 어쩔 줄 모르게 해 나지막히 불러줘 내 귓가에 도는 휘파람 부동 이대로지.
Okay. She was rapping, right?
That's what they call it.
That's really, really odd because they start out and they're doing their thing in English. You can hear it in English, and then they go straight to Korean and she starts rapping in Korean. Wow.
Yeah, she had I think the kids call it a flow. She had a flow going on.
Okay, I don't know what a flow is, but I like it.
Yeah, she was fierce. So,
she seems so little. I know when we watched the documentary, they were older. Not quite for sure how old they were.
I think it was filmed in 2020.
But they were older. She looks like a little girl sometimes, like you would see a little teenager running around.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to do the whole...
Yeah. 모든 남자들이 날 매일 check out 대부분이 날 가질 수 있다 착각 절대 많은 건 원치 않아 맘을 원해 난넌 심장을 도려내 보여봐 아주 씩씩하게 대로 씩씩하게 so hot 내가 어쩔 줄 모르게 해 나지막히 불러줘 내 귓가에 도는 휘파람 부동 이대로 지나치잖아 너무나처럼 날 잊을 수가 없다면 Padam, padam, padam. Can you hear that? We bada 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 bum. We padam. We padam, padam, padam. Can you hear that? We bada 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 bum. Hold up.
Oh wow.
So this video is I have normally never liked music videos in my lifetime because I feel like they're distracting, and I will admit, I freely admit, I'm distracted here.
How could you be distracted?
I'm distracted for a lot of different reasons.
Well, I know for the girls, but I mean, this is just great.
But it's flashing from one scene to another, and it's very colorful, and there's a lot going on. But if you're listening to the song. It's got a good beat. And again, I don't understand all of the words, but they did do some in English.
But it's amazing how they can take English and Korean and put it together, and it sounds really, really, really good.
Yeah.
You can't. I've never seen anything like this.
This is kind of a vibe. And they said, I remember on the documentary, they said something.
Because it's been a couple of months since we watched it.
They said something about they thought this song sounded empty. But it has a lot of sound.
I like the whistle. The whistle is just, it's just wild.
Yeah, this is good stuff. Let's
go.
We put down. Can you hear that? Hold up. 아무 말 하지 마. Just whistle to my heart. 그 소리가 지금 나를 이렇게 설레게 해. Boom boom. 생각은 지루해. 느낌이 Every day, all day 내 곁에만 있어줘 zoom 언제나는 styling 도도하지만 네 앞에선 darling 뜨거워지잖아 like a desert island 널 알아갈수록 울려대는 맘속 그만해 빼 넘어와라 내게 boy 이젠 checkmate 게임은 내가 win 난 널 택해 안아줘도 세게 눈가 널 가로채 가기 전에 내가 이대로 지나치지 마요 너도 나처럼 날 잊을 수가 없다면 널 향한 네 마음은 fire 내 심장이 빠르게 뛰잖아 점점 가까이 들리잖아 휘바람
Fish in the car.
휘바라바라바라밤 휘바람 Can you hear that?
Okay, they've got two that can rap.
At least.
And they're different forms of rap. They're
they had a
different
different
styles.
flow.
Yeah, different flow style. I'm not big on rap.
I mean, me neither.
But if people call this an empty song, I don't understand how you can get that.
I don't either.
It's got an upbeat, catchy, vibe, and the girls are just there, and the way they put it all together.
Well, and the video is really quirky, like fish swimming around in the car, and
the little car driving around in a circle. I mean, and the horse on the screen.
Yeah, I don't even know what the deal is with this horse here, but
okay.
Let's finish this up, and then we'll give some comments.
This beat got me feeling like
바람처럼 스쳐가는 흔한 인연이 아니길 많은 말은 필요 없어 지금 너의 곁에 나를 데려가줘
Oh wow.
Make a whistle like a missile bomb bomb Every time I show up blow up Make a whistle like a missile bomb bomb Every time I show up blow up
That was not bad at all.
Wow.
And I thought I wouldn't really care for it because I couldn't understand it.
You don't have to understand it. That's the whole point.
I understood the music was a vibe for sure, and it was interesting. It was an interesting video.
I love it. There's just so much with them going back and forth in scenes because they have like everyday things like sitting in the laundromat, to driving your car, to sitting in the hallway and the looks they give. I mean, it's so catchy. You almost you just start getting you start watching it. You can't stop it. When we were watching the documentary, you said K-pop. I was like, what in the world is K-pop? I don't have a clue. Never heard
evidently
it.
This is K-pop.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, I like K-pop.
So
from what I've seen with this one, I think it's something I would like because I love upbeat. Just tempo. That's a dance song.
And for regular viewers of this channel, you'll know this. But if this is your first time watching our channel, you may not know. But I like rock music,
and I'm more ballad.
And
some
pop.
peppy, pop.
And so this is kind of a little bit outside the zone for both of us, but
love it.
that was not
What I've
bad.
seen, I like it. Well, of course, you say it's not bad, but I like it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh,
So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and listen to the second song. I can't remember the name on this album. Next, and we'll drop these videos on back-to-back days.
Well,
and if there's any Blackpink fans out there, anything that you want to tell us in the comments, we always read the comments, and we respond to as many as we possibly can. And so we would love to hear more about this group, because they did impress the heck out of me with their work ethic.
well, I'm telling you, they impressed the heck out of me with just this video.
It was a very well done video.
If this is just the start of it, I will be very interested to see if we keep reacting to them, what they have planned. I'm all on board.
If this is the very first song that a group ever did, it's a pretty darn good song.
And they're
for
so
a first
cute.
song.
They're so cute and pretty.
They look nice.
They look nice.
So anyway, leave us some comments, guys. Please subscribe to our channel. Tell us if you want to see some more Blackpink after we do these first two videos. And when you subscribe,
Ring that bell.
and we'll see you on the next Coach Cast TV.
Okay.